All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm talking about why you should only focus on. So we're coming on the tail end of a $13,000 day, it looks like, in my business. And that's how I want to start this video, because I want you to see why focusing on only running my agency for the past 2 years has really helped me move as an entrepreneur, as a man, and as somebody who wants to build something big. So I was just working from my couch right here on my laptop, working on some new deals, wrapped up a sales call with somebody who will be joining us in our agency. And my goal is to help them grow their business. We run ads for consultants and coaches and build funnels for them. But I don't want to get too in depth on that. I want to talk about why you should focus on running your agency. So before I get into the video, my name is Trey Cockrum. I've helped over 200 agency owners start or scale their existing agencies, many of which are now at the 5-figure monthly mark, meaning $10,000 a month or more. I've got this YouTube channel. You should check out more of the videos on here if you aren't familiar. I've seen $10,000, $20,000 single days in my business. Today's another one of those $10,000 days. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet to get to say that. And I want to help more people start their journey as an entrepreneur and scale a business that is really impactful in the lives of their clients and is impactful in your life as well, both financially and emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and in all capacities. And that's why I love the agency model. So let me make a case in this video for why moving into 2021 and now on the latter half of 2020, you should only focus on running your agency and nothing else. If you're wanting to build wealth, you're wanting to start your business or get into entrepreneurship properly. So I'm going to start by telling my story and why I got into running an agency and what I've learned along the way. And I'll be brief about this because I really want this video to be a bit more poignant, a bit more to the point, and a bit more like, linear. So that being said, my story, I was a wedding photographer. I actually went through a house fire when I was doing wedding photography, making about $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Lost all my gear, had to refund a bunch of weddings to clients that I was going to work with otherwise. Didn't know at the time that I'd be getting an insurance check for my gear because I didn't think I was insured, but looking back, I was under 18. So I ended up getting about a $5,000 or $6,000 check a year later, but for a whole year, I had no idea what I was going to do to those clients, how I was going to refund them, whatever. But I ended up using that money to help with that and rented some gear and shot as much as I could. And in that process, I thought about what else I could do. Helped wedding photographers grow their business. That was my plan. I grew my business pretty well, pretty decent, not huge, but enough that I could help some other photographers who were just starting, help them grow. That got me into marketing, which got me into running my agency and helping clients at scale, which got me into the internet marketing industry in general. And now we're here today, running this agency at the level that we run it at, helping clients day in, day out. Monday, I've got a meeting with a referral partner. They do $200,000 a month, with their business, with their done-for-you marketing agency, and they're wanting to partner with us to send us clients. We'll probably make an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month off of this referral partner come Monday. So my agency is great. I love it. I want to make a case for why you should focus on it. First of all, in comparison to other business models, the agency model specifically has just honestly more personal value as an entrepreneur. I hate to make things overly fluffy or emotional just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of, gripping you or whatever. But the reality is that running an agency has been one of the sole reasons why I've transitioned from being this, poor thinking kid to being at 20, well on track to being a millionaire in my early 20s, thanks to my business ventures. And running an agency, the reason it transitions you so quickly is because as you're faced with what feels like the huge mountain to climb of being valuable to clients and getting clients and selling them on packages and consistently, bringing value to the market that you serve and staying, diligent in your pursuit of being valuable to your market and building a business properly with a real team and real clients, it just forces you to realize some of these things about yourself that you've maybe been putting off to the side, like bad sleep routines or bad mental or emotional habits or whatever it might be. And that might sound like a weird reason to start a business, like you're wanting to start a business to make money probably, but the reality is you're going to make money and along the way you're going to grow as a person. That's why I vet the agency model more than any other model, as opposed to like drop shipping or any sort of low ticket e-commerce or affiliate marketing, these sorts of businesses, it feels like you don't own something real. Whereas with an agency, I have this spreadsheet where I keep all my clients and I see all of them, and it feels real to me. It feels like a list of names that I'm impacting and helping their business grow, therefore helping their life and helping their families, helping their future. It's a really meaningful thing to get to do. And so running an agency, is one of those things where, when you're doing it right and you're actually able to get results for clients, and your clients love you and you love them, and you've got a great relationship with them, it's just this breeding grounds for growth. We've got clients that pay us $10,000 up front for us to build them funnels, build them processes, and it's always really cool to move from a very transactional point with a client to a point where, like I'm tempted to interview some of my clients on my channel just because, I think they're just smart, wise people and they know how to run businesses, and I feel like I could pick their brain and, it just teaches you to value people, which I think is one of the key elements in becoming an entrepreneur. Most of the high-level entrepreneurs, actually every single one, this is not there's no exception here. Every single one of the high-level entrepreneurs that I know that I've studied, I spend a lot of time studying high-level entrepreneurs, these people, these founders of multi-hundred-million-dollar companies or whatever. They all credit a bunch of their success back to their ability to understand and communicate with people. And so, I like to say that our worst students in our online course, they still get a meeting, 2 meetings, 3 meetings a week. And even if they're getting no after no after no after no, their ability to continue to bring value and speak to a prospect's needs and help them through their problems, and the ability to listen and be somebody that owns what you do and identifies with the service that you bring to the market, that's an invaluable thing. The value that brings to your life is immeasurable. It's absolutely immeasurable. So that's the first reason, the actual real emotional, mental, spiritual growth you experience as an agency owner. I'm a Christian myself, and I've found that a lot of the biblical principles that, people live by can be applied to running an agency, and it actually runs better. Things like, being other-oriented and being servant-minded and these sorts of things, they make you a better business owner. So that's the first thing. The next thing is that if you are running an agency versus, say, like running like a dropshipping store or something like that, the agency's profit margins, if you're doing it right, as people assume that an agency's profit margins, like a done-for-you agency's margins, are like 20, 30%. But like right now, I keep like 70 to 80% of every deal that comes in, and it just comes straight profit into my bank, and that's just leverage for me to use. That's cash flow. I can put that back into ads to get more clients, put it into the team, put it into courses for me to continue to learn whatever it might be. That it's just such a high margin thing that, in my opinion, you're almost stupid not to consider it if you're looking to, save up some cash for an investment or whatever it is, right? Maybe an agency isn't your long-term plan. You want to use that cash to do something else. Agency is just the best route to go. Running an e-commerce business or something like that, if you're taking 10% margins or 5% margins, it might be good to sell one day or something like that. But if you want cash and you want, to profit something, profit pays the bills. Profit pays for my apartment. Profit pays for, me being able to help my family when they're in times of need. Profit pays for the things that matter to you. And to me, you want to hop on board a very cash flow forward business model, and running an agency is just that. Lastly, it forces you to be creative. It forces you to be creative. I'm a big believer that man adjusts to his environment. There's this concept of water and how water adjusts to whatever environment you pour it into. If it's a cup, it'll be the shape of the cup. If it's a bowl, it'll be the shape of a bowl. If it's a crack in the ground, it'll fill that crack. People are the same way. Whatever environment we're put in, we're forced to adapt. And in a social media marketing agency environment, you're going to hit problems with clients. You're going to hit these issues in your own business or with your team or with your deliveries or whatever it is that force you to be objectively creative. And creativity mixed with people skills, those are two of the most important determining factors in your ability to start and grow profitable long-term businesses. So for me, running an agency is not only a real business you could start and grow, honestly, to that 7-figure, $1 million a year level. I've seen it done time and time again. I couldn't tell you how many friends I personally have at that level that I speak with on a daily, bi-daily basis. That's who I hang out with. Not only is it something you can take to that level, but even just getting it to $5-6 grand a month if you're a total beginner, which probably seems more your speed for a lot of people. that journey and that process, you're gonna learn so freaking much along the way that will apply to so many things you do. So again, like our worst students in the program, they still go on to have pretty solid careers. They go on to bring value to the businesses that they work for. If they go on and get another job, if they go on to be a salesperson, the sales experience they've experienced running an agency. Like there's so many skills that you knock off the list of being what is really considered like a full stack entrepreneur, meaning you've got everything it takes to be a good entrepreneur, not just sales, not just marketing, not just, mindset, not just, funnels or whatever. You have all of it. And when you have all of it, you can go just freaking tackle the world. So in my opinion, not just for short term, but also for long term, not just for financial, but also for internal reasons, focusing on your agency is the best thing you can do moving into 2021. If you're watching this later down the line, 2022, 2023, further down the line, 10 years down the line, running a business that serves other businesses in any capacity, like B2B businesses, business to business entrepreneurs, they are always the sharpest individuals, in my opinion. I've never met somebody that understands the market, money, mindset, these sorts of important things better than somebody that serves other businesses. So that's my case for why running an agency is one of the best things you can do moving into 2021. End of 2020, I can't imagine this will change because the art of turning a stranger into a paying client or customer for a business is never going away. As long as we have businesses and we don't degrade into socialism or something, we will always have room for people to serve businesses. It will always be a market. There's always new businesses, always businesses that are failing that need help, always businesses that are growing that want to maintain that growth. Whatever it is, you can come in and do that for a business. If you can come in and do that for a business, you're a valuable asset that will get paid very, very, very well. So that's my case. That's why I think running an agency is the best thing you can do. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not plugging anything. I think the only thing I'll plug is our free Facebook group. Go check that out. Enjoy yourself in there. Make some friends. See if you can connect with somebody. See if you can get some of your answers. Some answers to your questions. I'm personally pretty active in there. We go live once a week. We've got some cool interviews coming up with some great people very soon. Check that out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. See ya.